Hello guys, welcome back to the SpacedBack Podcast. And today we have Meghna with us. She is a fashion and pop culture journalist. So, hi Meghna, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Meghna and I'm a very new pop culture and fashion journalist at a women's digital magazine. And I used to work for a real magazine before, but they kicked me out because I'm an intern. So now I'm on my own and I'm so glad to be here. Thank you guys for calling me. And
Welcome, welcome to the SpacedBack Podcast.
thank you.
And so can you tell us like how did you get into the fashion and pop culture journalism?
So since I can remember, I've always wanted to be a journalist. Like there's a picture of me, like not even 1 year old holding a newspaper. But then newspapers kind of got old. No offense, but then so I come from a very small town called Udaipur, and I could not find a magazine stand there till I was 20. So I used to go to the dentist. I used to like fake my toothache, and I used to go to the dentist and I used to read magazines there because that was the only place where magazines were in my hometown. And then even today, if you order, let's say a big newspaper called The Hindu, so it will come like one day later. So if today is 4th, third newspaper will come. So it's like it's that small. So yeah, I've always wanted to get out, and Mumbai was always a dream. Coming here, I never thought I'd get a job here, but then here I am, and I'm not homeless yet. So let's see. But yeah, and pop culture. Growing up, I got into pop culture because of One Direction. I was a huge fan, like every other girl, but not in Udaipur, obviously. So I got into One Direction a lot, and then through that I got to know that there's Rihanna, and then there's ASAP Rocky, who's her boyfriend, and yeah, so I got into that. And pop culture has always been my best friend because I didn't have real friends then because teenage, and then so yeah, I love reading. I love fashion is something like you can explain yourself. Like now I know myself a lot better, so I know what kind of clothes to wear to express myself, and it's a huge confident, like your day gets built through it. So I guess that's how I got into it, and then I did my BMM. So from there I got to know that there's this thing called pop culture and fashion journalist, and then yeah, started from there.
So you took it up as a subject in your course.
Not really. We used to study advertising, and so in third year we did major in journalism, and then I met this professor who used to be an editor at the Bombay Times, and she told me that, oh, you can also do this, you have great pop culture knowledge, and why don't you make some money out of it? Because I used to just yap it to everyone in Udaipur who didn't know who ASAP Rocky is. So I was like, might as well. And then I did an internship at L, and after that I think my path got very clear, because before then I was writing a lot of lifestyle, so I wanted to get into a newspaper like Midday and Bombay Times, but now digital is the thing, so I thought why not just try that.
You had started your own blog also, no? Before joining.
Yeah, I did. I used to yap there, and people used to read it. Like, I love writing about feminism, equality, and I think it started there. So I used to write that, and then I used to write on Medium. And a lot of girls used to reach out to me and say, oh, you've said it. And I think since there I got the confidence.
So do you still continue that?
Not really. I mean, I'm a journalist, I don't have time and I don't have the money. So I don't, but I wish to. I mean, it's really nice talking to women, because even if like we're living in a tier 1 city now, a lot of women come to me and they're like, I can't say anything, and it's so sad. So I think that was a huge point. That's where I started like writing.
If someone wants to get into this space, so what would you give them, like
advice?
What advice would you give them?
Be like, you have to know everything. Like, if you want to be a journalist, you have to know everything. But pop culture is a very huge space. So, like, know your platform. If you want to write international, then have everything, like have the most knowledge out of, like if we're sitting, I should have the most knowledge if I want to go into journalism or pop culture, because it's so wide, so you have to stay up to date. I think that, and have fun. I think find your own voice. Finding your own voice in journalism is very important, or else you will just be one of the 10,000 that there are. So I think finding your own voice, I'm trying to do that. I put in jokes, I put in, like my articles, like one article won't be like that where there's no joke. So I think that's my identity, or equality, whatever, like whatever your passionate. Because in journalism, you can't be here if you don't have passion. So have passion, have your own voice, and stay up to date. I think you're good to go. You don't need anything else. You have a smartphone, that's it.
So where can we read your work?
So I work for this digital website called Hotterfly. I work there, and yeah, you can. I write actively, so I'm sure out of all the articles you can find, you can go to the fashion category and you can find one of my articles.
Yeah, we'll plug in the link.
Yeah, link will be available in the description.
So also in like journalism, like for example, you are writing an article on fashion or whatever, on pop culture. So do certain journalists have a fan following? Like is it focused more on the magazine, or like do certain journalists also have their own following that people only read their content?
They do, but I think that's only for nerds like me. But if you go like
Mainstream.
Yeah, mainstream. If you go mainstream, there won't be, because if I wanna read fashion, I would probably go to Vogue, right? And if I wanna read pop culture, I would go to this page called Swaddle, and they have amazing pop culture content. So I think the page speaks more than the writer, which is sad. But then writer also becomes the voice, right? If I'm working at something like Hotterfly, so I write according to the voice of Hotterfly and not Meghna. So I think that also becomes a part of it.
There has been a lot of influence, like more and more of influencers and celebrities in fashion. Like it's increasing, and I think more it's celebs का तो पहले से ही था. I think influencers का it's increasing. So
What are your views on that?
It is actually, because like not a lot of influencers do it, right? But the ones that they do, I follow this guy called Khalid on Instagram, and he has amazing content. I think even like he makes for the content is for guys, but then I also watch it because it's so entertaining. So I think in fashion, like the 2-minute hacks, this hacks, that works a lot. So I think influencers do sometimes influence, even though I'm not a big believer in them. But yeah, I buy a lot of clothes, seeing them. Like I think Sakshi Shivdasani, I've purchased a lot of outfits that she's worn. So I think some influencers which have the reputation, they do. I think especially the Gen Zs. I think it's a big youth space for them.
But don't you think that, I agree with you, but I think like especially in Gen Z, influencers have more of a power in converting the purchase, or influencing you to purchase a piece of clothing than compared to celebrities, because उनका genuine लगता है और compared to celebrities.
Also, some influences you also find relatable, because if I find my voice, if I think, oh, this person's style is very relatable to mine, of course my style won't be very relatable to Ananya Pandey. But then some influencer, maybe Komal Pandey back then, I used to like follow her a lot. So influencers do have that, I think, grip, because nowadays we're rarely watching like films like cult following. Influencers are the thing, I think.
Have you written a piece on any influencer?
Not really, I'm not allowed to. We are a very celebrity-centric page. So
I think you have taken interviews of some celebrities, right?
Yeah, I have. So I recently took an interview of this actor called Anjali Anand. She played the sister of Ranveer Singh in Rocky and Rani Ki Prem Kahani. So I talked to her about lifestyle, I think fashion, and her choices of roles, because she's a plus size actor, and I was very curious on how she was welcomed by the industry. So I asked her that, lifestyle, morning routine, beauty, skincare, whatever. And then I also interviewed this TV actress for her upcoming OTT series called Honeymoon Photographer. It's a thing. Honeymoon photographer is a thing now. So I think, yeah, I've read a lot about it in pop culture. People actually take a photographer with them to their honeymoon to get like aesthetic pictures. It's like wedding, okay, pre-wedding, okay, honeymoon, too much. So I think, yeah, I took her interview. She's
Professionally third wheeling.
yeah, and they get paid a lot. I mean, I was contemplating my career after that. I was like, what? So that was very interesting. So yeah, recently I took the interview of only these two. Which celebrity or influencer or whoever do you guys want to interview?
You are asking for the podcast as a guest.
Ranveer Alawadya. Aliens in fashion.
And also you would like to like have a podcast with other brand owners, some manufacturers maybe who do, and maybe some influencers as well, fashion influencers. So yeah, let's see.
We don't have a list, but we are aiming high.
Yeah, that's good.
So how is the music industry? How is their influence of fashion?
Too much. I think the greatest not fashion, but like the greatest example would be Rihanna just using her Fenty lipstick for a second and then it going viral. I think it was like music industry, because the fans of the music, like the musicians, are very hardcore. Because if I'm still a One Direction fan, and if they tell me to buy Harpic, I would buy Harpic. So I think that they have a cult following. So I think they can, whatever they wear, like whatever Kanye West, like they earned Kanye earned millions.
Super Bowl ad, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I think whatever they wear, they also have a very huge market, right? You can't expect that to have from an influencer or a Bollywood celebrity. So I think they have an upper hand. In India, I don't think they do, because I don't see any like guy following what Anup Jain is wearing. But I think in the West, it's there.
I think West के musicians they have a worldwide influence.
Yeah, even in India you see their influence.
Yeah.
I think in India only Bollywood celebs have a good influence.
Yeah.
But उनका भी चलता है
मतलब influencers and Bollywood.
You tell us, whom do you think is like the biggest influencer in terms of fashion in India? Like in Bollywood, let's say.
In Bollywood की
मतलब celebrities में
Yeah.
से he's asking.
In Gen Z, I think Ananya Pandey. She has like her style is too great, too relatable, and I was just reading up. She did this one advertisement for this one beauty brand, and their sales went up. And I think Ananya is one. She's the most Gen Z out of them all, and I would like to follow her style because she has great style. Like I would not follow Janvi because she's like too out of reach. But Ananya is very relatable.
Ananya Pandey, if you're watching. Backspaced into Ananya Pandey.
Yeah, please. I think Ananya, yeah. And in men, I think still Shah Rukh Khan.
Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah.
Man में कोई आया नहीं है I think ऐसा.
Yeah, because even he has his own brand with his son, right? And they are always out of stock.
Acha, that.
Yeah, and it's also I think a streetwear brand. I think.
हाँ.
That we all, yeah. So I think he still has.
वो तो alcohol वाला था ना.
That is alcohol brand.
Yeah, alcohol also and.
अच्छा,
Yeah, they have a streetwear, but I don't know the name.
I think Diavol.
Diavol only, I think.
Diavol only.
And yeah, they are always out of stock, and I don't know if it's just show, but they are.
But उसका hype आया then उसके बाद कुछ आया ही नहीं उसका.
But you always see him wearing a sweatshirt, and I think he's seen by so many people. So I don't think any other celebrity in men. I think Ranveer Singh kind of compares, but I don't think anyone other than Shah Rukh can. Like he's so cool wearing that sweatshirt. I want to buy it, even if it's for 1 lakh rupees.
Yeah, it's called Diavol only.
Yeah. So
Ranveer Singh, do you think he is like a good fashion influencer, or he's just doing his thing?
He's थोड़ा छपरी.
No, I
पैसे
love his
वाला
fashion. I love it because it's him. I think he gets brownie points for that. I think fashion is something you wear it. You wear those clothes to express yourself, and he does that.
Urfi
Like
Javed.
I would not buy anything Urfi wears. because I can't. Like only she can do it. I can't. But Ranveer Singh, yes, like brownie points for that.
Ranveer
Like,
Singh is a very outgoing person that way.
yeah,
in,
exactly.
in his fashion sense.
Exactly.
He just wears anything and everything.
But I think even his fashion, even if he starts wearing like relatable clothes, we would still think that only he can do it. So I think that he does not have, but Shah Rukh does.
Do you think Salman Khan had an influence on fashion?
I think जब उसका Being Human,
Human
but
है.
that was during his peak 2015,
Yeah.
14. उसके बाद अभी Being Human कौन पहनता है? I don't see anyone.
It's only
Only
people
hardcore
buying-
fans.
Yeah.
And his chain, does that count as fashion?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The bracelet, no?
Yeah, but that's more like a statement kind of
Fashion only people were
Yeah.
wearing.
Yeah.
People wear it. I still see people in Mumbai only wearing it. I don't see anywhere else. But yeah, Being Human, people do buy on his birthday because it has great discount, like 50% off on his Salman Khan's birthday. So I think that way it works. But he did have. Right now, I don't think.
Bhai ka birthday.
Yeah, bhai ka birthday. But in Gen Z, when there are not many
There are
Gen
not
Z
many, yeah.
actors. Vedant and I think, but he does not. I don't think I would buy from him. Siddhant Chaturvedi, I think kind of. He's kind of smart, but yeah, I think Shah Rukh Khan is my answer.
Yeah, I think Shah Rukh Khan is still the
OG, yeah.
yeah.
Do you have any dream celebrity influencer you want to interview?
Celebrity.
Celebrity, actor,
Celebrity.
influencer, whoever.
Anyone, yeah.
Oh, celebrity, I think, yeah, Shah Rukh Khan is too much, I won't say that. But yeah, I would love to interview Ananya because no one talks about her fashion, it's so cool. I mean, everyone talks about her nepotism debate and anything. But yeah, other than acting, her fashion is so great and I would love to interview her and
She's struggled a lot, right?
अभी तो collaboration मांग रहा था.
अरे, so that's why, na? Struggling.
Banter.
We're all strugglers from Lokriwala. I'm from Prabha Devi. So yeah, we're all strugglers. So yeah, but she's great. Yeah, she's truly great. And Urfi, I mean, who doesn't want to interview Urfi? So her, I think, and Vedant Khanna just because he's so cute.
Okay.
So now let's talk about the streetwear scenario. What according to you is streetwear?
Streetwear, I think streetwear is growing because I think I buy clothes which speak to me. A lot of e-commerce brands don't capture me because they don't have it's so basic like Zudio because it's like everyone's wearing it, but street style is so close to our hearts because I told you guys backstage, I bought 2 F1 t-shirts just because they also had personalization. So you could write your own message on the t-shirt as well. So I think that's why even if it was very expensive, I bought it because it speaks to me. F1 is something I watch very regularly. So I think streetwear that way in Gen Z it's growing, and I think it will grow because a lot of people, even in my hometown, a lot of my guy friends are not buying from local stores. They're buying from small businesses just because it's really hip, it's cool, and it's not a crime to be hip. It's you can say that it's cool. So a lot of people are doing that. So I think street style in that way is so good because it speaks to me.
What do you think of backspaced?
Backspaced, I think I've worn.
Yeah, she has model guys.
So I think the quality of backspaced is amazing. I think that is one thing I look for in every brand. The quality should be top notch, and when you're wearing a basic thing such as t-shirt, it should be comfortable, right? And it should speak to you. So I think backspace is cool, is very hip, and is no shame in saying that. I think I would wear it because I want to be cool. So I think backspace is for the cool kids. The logo is so hip. I think it's so nice. So yeah, backspace is the next thing, and I think you all should wear it.
Thank you.
So have you written a piece on streetwear in India?
Not really, but I do wish to. I wish a lot of celebrities start wearing street style so we can like write about it, but I don't see a lot of celebrities wearing street style. Like other than I've seen Varun Dhawan and sometimes Alia Bhatt wear it, but then other than that, no one really wears it. And I think it's the next big thing, so why not? I mean, people should try it.
Why do you think streetwear is not picking up among the celebrities? Yeah.
I mean, celebrities, like if you see mainstream celebrities like Kiara, or they keep things very classy, and they don't think, I think the streetwear is their style, right? So even if they're going to the airport, whatever, wherever, they're wearing classy clothes, but like inside they're obviously not. So I think a lot of celebrities should, and from Indian brands, I think streetwear in India is growing. Like a lot of brands, Human and Dhruv Kapoor, they're so good. So I think even if celebrities are wearing streetwear, that they're not wearing Indian brands. So I think Nikhil Kamath also spoke about it in his podcast. So I think, yeah, celebrities should endorse Indian brands more rather than
They're wearing LV and Balenciaga.
yeah, it's so unoriginal. I mean, it's cool, it's good, but then it's again it's unoriginal among the people who do have money. I think a brand like Backspace, it has its individuality, right? It's not the same. Like so, I think celebrities should.
Also, there's this thing of airport look. Where did it start? Why is it there? Like, why do people care like so much about what people are wearing at the airport? And it's become a thing.
Yeah, it has.
Are like the paparazzi always there at the airport gates?
Yes.
So like any point of time, they're just waiting for some fucking
they
celebrity to walk in.
They have the information, no? Ki, yeah.
They remember the car numbers and also. So that's how. But I think I digged deep into this, and I found out that Sonam Kapoor and her sister Riya Kapoor actually started this trend. They used to look so cool and hip at the airport, so everyone started doing. And it's a great PR or visibility for a lot of people, because I think I see a certain amount of celebrities only at the airport and not in the series or movies. So I think it's a great visibility point. But yeah, I think it's a great pressure. I mean, I just go to the airport wearing the same sweatpants and everything because they go in obviously first class, so they change inside. But for us, it's not practical who go in economy. So yeah, that's how. But airport looks are great if you style them. Like simplicity can also be stylish. Like I think Deepika Padukone wears great. Like her airport looks are the best because she'll wear white dhoti and white kurtas, and it will look very cool. I think that's how an airport look should be, and not like wearing heels, because it's not aspirational. Yeah, it's not practical. I think celebrities, there's a trend of being relatable among the celebrities right now. So the best thing they can do is wear like relatable clothes at the airport. I think a lot of Gen Z stars do. They don't dress up and go to the airport. So I think streetwear would be a great airport look. Why not?
Very comfortable to wear.
Exactly.
And in the plane and travel.
So, can you tell us some of the interesting articles you have written?
Okay, so pop culture, I really want to write some more articles on it, because I do end up writing about fashion a lot, but pop culture is something I really love. So I really am looking forward to write an article about this hippo called Moodeng, who's taken the internet on the storm, and she's so cute. She has like a natural blush, and her caretaker and her, they're too famous. They have like millions of followers, and I really want to write an article on that. So I think that's my job. I write about cute hippos, and I also we don't have TikTok, so a lot of cool stuff like goes by, but I really saw this one reel, and there was this girl called Sarah, and she was talking about having an ugly privilege. Okay, so I was like, okay, what is this? And I dug deep, and I found out that you've always heard about pretty privilege, right? So ugly privilege is something women in the US are using a lot. So they're like, we look ugly, and men just don't find us cute or hot or whatever, and they don't interrupt us, and to us that's a privilege.
Wow.
So I was like, that is so sad also because and then I read a lot of comments, and around 4,500 women had written that I also have ugly privilege, and one woman had written, oh, I just gave birth to my second son, and since then I've like stopped going to the gym because 2 babies, lot of work, whatever, and I have become invisible to the men in the park, and that is so cool because I don't have to worry about getting harassed or whatever. And another woman had written, oh, it's so true, I go on solo trips a lot, and my sister doesn't because she is very pretty and I just can. Men don't notice me. And that was so sad. So I wrote an article on that. A lot of women are saying that I do have ugly privilege, and it's so true because even on the way like coming here, like I had my shirt buttoned up till here, my hair in a bun, like I looked as ugly as I can so that men don't see me in the local train, and I think that's very true. It's also very sad. So I think that's a phenomenon going around on the TikTok. Yeah.
So how's the like work culture in your space? Like how's it
Work
going?
culture, it's really cool if you are very passionate about that, because if you want, like, you have to have that headspace to write so many articles in a day. Like writing 2, 3, 4 articles in a day is very hectic because it's not, we don't write news generally. This is something like pop culture, fashion. I write feature articles which are like 800, 900 words. So writing 3 or 4 of them in a day, I like get very drained. So if you're very passionate about it, then only you can. It's very hectic. Like journalism in general, it's very hectic because there's a lot going around and there's just only one person to write about it. So I think it's very, very, very hectic. But yeah, you get a lot of exposure. Like I go to these events. Like I went to the Titan's new watch launch event last night, and it was really cool. They've launched this Titan Stellar 2.0, and yeah, it was in St. Regis, and I went there and I saw the watch, I tried it on, so it was really nice. So it was kind of like part of my work. I go to these fashion events, jewelry events, beauty events like Nika Land, and also I think these are also a part of my job. And like it would sound very cool, but going to an event after your work, going there, networking, writing about it, it's very, very, very hectic also, but then it's nice. So I think my work involves a lot of networking, and I'm an anti-social person. I'm a very introvert. So I think that's kind of hard being.
And
if you're a journalist, you have to be an
you
extrovert.
need
like
to
in
be
Harry.
top of the trends, right? Matlab, abhi you went to the event and as soon as possible you need to write the article on that, right?
Yeah, you have to be very up to date, especially in pop culture. Like I said, you have to be up to date because if you aren't, then you're like left behind. So I think that's one part of our job. Like I think every journalist would relate to it. So I think, yeah.
How do you decide which topics to write on?
My editor decides that. I don't. So yeah, I think what speaks to our brand, like if I write for Hotifly, 80% of our readers are women. So if it, like I said, the ugly privilege article would be relatable to these 80% women. So we write that. An article about men's fashion, maybe not for us because a lot of our readers
don't have the audience for that.
Exactly. So I think that's how we decide. In pop culture, I think and our audience is very, like, they're not very niche. So we reach out to a massy audience. So we can't. If I write about Moodang, so a lot of people might not know about it. But if I work for the Swaddle or I work for L, then people might know about it because the audience is like that. So that's how we decide what our audience wants on what it doesn't. Like we covered the Kolkata case very, very, very like extremely religiously, and it got us like really good views, and because a lot of people, and we got a lot of feedback also because a lot of women, they don't read hard news. So through us, they got to know a lot about the Kolkata case, and it was very taxing on our mental health also. So we weren't allowed to write more than 1 article or 2 articles about that case in one day, because then we would be very depressed. So I think that's how it works in our industry. which celebrity do you see wearing backspaced, or you want them to wear backspaced?
So I think Shahid Kapoor for men, and what was her name? The girl who came in Archie's.
Kushi Kapoor.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, actually, yeah, those are the like my favorite celebs whom I want them to wear backspaced, because Shahid Kapoor has a good streetwear style, and I have seen his looks. I mean, he was talking about the airport looks as well, so I have seen him wearing streetwear in airport as well.
Bro, Honey Singh.
Oh shit! I forgot Honey Singh also. Bro.
He said don't wear Balenciaga.
Yeah.
We gave him backspaced.
Yeah, that's why he should wear
Yeah.
backspaced. Honey Singh has a great style.
Hit us up.
Yeah.
We'll send some clothing to you.
He'll make a t-shirt on his song Millionaire.
Yeah, we can have a collaboration with him.
Collaboration.
Honey Singh into backspace.
Manifesting here. Don't forget me when you're famous.
You will do the PR for us.
Yeah, you'll write an article.
Yes, I will if you give me money.
Yeah, what about you, bro?
Oh, Kanye.
Kanye.
It's inspiration for all streetwear
Yes.
Yeah.
brands. If he wears it, then it's the ultimate.
But he has his own.
Yeah, but he supports other people also. He's not like that. He'll wear it.
What about you?
So, do you remember like one time we were doing this collaboration we were trying to do with that Japanese artist Hiroshi Nagai?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
During
he
the-
has his paintings. They are very, very
Summery,
80s
summer
kind of,
vibe.
summer kind of watermelon kind of vibe.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So like Zara or H&M, I don't know. They had a collaboration of this. They made this nice T-shirt, this nice shirt in collaboration with him. So I really wish Backspace could also, collaborate, because we have kind of that now first drop, and we have those themes, Japanese themes, yeah.
Retro Japanese.
Yeah, so if we get a collaboration with him, I think it will really help,
Yeah.
the image of our brand. And I really like his style. It's the minimal.
In women's, there's Billie Eilish and Charlie XCX.
You guys should also release the Brat edition. Neon green t-shirts.
What about you? Like with celeb, would you want to see wear backspace?
I think Charlie only.
Yeah.
She in the Brat ex backspace.
Yeah, I think it would really suit her style, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
What do you think makes Backspace different from all the streetwear brands that are already there?
Yeah, so basically Backspace has this retro future vibe, which I think nobody's doing, and also we have like if you see our first drop, we had all the like Japanese retro look. Let's say this one only. This is a retro racer t-shirt. So it has this car, Japanese car, and if you see the Candy Monster t-shirt, it has a vending machine, not really vending machine, the candy machine, which has a dragon inside.
It's a combination of retro and a Y2K look, and women's also now we are doing.
Yeah.
So like women's focused, there are not many like streetwear brands. There are basic brands like
Savannah and
Urbanic and
Soul Store.
yeah. But Soul Store is also more focused on t-shirts and stuff,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I think Bonkers do have women's collection, right?
Yeah.
But their vibe is completely different.
Yeah.
We
It's
have-
more of a daily use,
Yeah.
go-to brand type of thing.
Yeah.
More closer to H&M.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
but-
even close
yeah.
to H&M.
They also have very basic
Hmm.
clothes
Yeah,
and
this is
bodycon
very-
dresses.
yeah.
Just that.
Ours is very niche. And,
Yeah.
Streetwear mein also not like exactly what everyone is doing.
Why we are trying to take a different path so that we're not as similar as, because it's very easy to get lost in the crowd now. Everyone is doing
Exactly.
t-shirts and all of that. Even we started off with t-shirts because that was the most, that's like the first stepping stone you take if you're starting a brand. But then we said, man, we can't keep doing this, otherwise to gaye hum. So then we moved into this
Women's
Y2K,
Cargo pants.
yeah,
and
Y2K kind
crop
of
tops.
women's wear.
Cargo
We're
pants
focusing
are
there
actually
now.
very good because if you don't want to wear like your regular jeans, you can always wear a cargo pant and it can just elevate your look.
Cargo
like
pants
that.
is very comfortable.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite things in streetwear. Like cargo pants are very comfortable and airy.
What are yours?
Mine is probably a jacket, which has We will remove it. Like we will launch it soon. The jacket.
of jacket do you want to launch?
So basically a utility jacket.
Utility jacket.
Yeah. So where you can have a lot of pockets, and it will look cool as well.
Yeah.
Don't you think कुछ F1 related or racing related jacket बहुत लोग लेते हैं because F1 में
Racing jacket kind of.
racing jacket.
But like I like the utility jacket more.
But उसमें ही तो utility भी बना सकते हैं. You can design it as a racer jacket and you can put pockets on.
We can. Let us know, guys.
Looking forward to this one.
What is your favorite clothing in streetwear?
I think jorts, they're the best. Like it's not a jeans, it's not a shorts. They're like till here, and they're so comfortable and they're so cute. I would like style a backspaced t-shirt on those jorts and just go out wearing my Nikes, and that's it. Like that's everything you need. I
With a bucket hat on the beach.
Oh yes, Warsaw Beach.
Actually, jorts, like it was basically 3/4. We used to call it back then.
Yeah,
It's basically 3/4, nothing else.
3/4. It doesn't even reach halfway. It's talking about 3/4.
Yeah, I think jorts. If you
Yeah,
say.
but let us know if you all want us to release jorts.
But I think like a slim, oversized t-shirt, I think that's like which is basic. I think that's comfortable for me. Because in streetwear, what I look at is comfort.
Yeah.
So if it's like loose enough and it's airy enough, then it's fine. That's what I prefer.
So how would you style backspaced?
I think
Like you will wear the t-shirt, and then
if we go with the retro t-shirt, I think you
Yeah.
can style a good Japanese cargo pants with it, like all white. You can put an all white outfit with this t-shirt. It will look
This
really
one,
good.
right?
Yeah,
yeah.
because of the logos and everything, it will look very Japanese kind of a vibe.
Retro vibe.
Yeah, if you give that, then that will actually look good.
What about you?
For a regular day out, I would probably style it over skirts, like the shorts and skirts mixture. And over, like I would just leave the shirt on and I would not even tuck it in because that's streetwear. It has to be very practical as well as comfortable. So I would do that, a few chains and long socks and Nikes or what are those called? Loafers, chunky loafers, something like that, and I think it would be good to go.
What about you?
So as I said, I like jackets.
Hmm.
So I will have cargo pants. This clubbing's over a t-shirt. Maybe if I go clubbing, I will remove the jacket. Otherwise, I will wear the jacket, one t-shirt, and then cargo pants, or maybe sweatpants as well.
Yeah.
What about you?
Cargo pants, sneakers, and one of the backspaced oversized t-shirts. I think that's all good to go and watch.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I think for clubbing also, these guys have this black crop top. It looks very leathery and you would think that it's too heavy for clubbing, but then it's not. That's the main thing, like I talked about. It's so thin and it gives off that leather look and it's perfect for clubbing. Like I've worn that out for clubbing and you don't like feel very itchy and it's so good and it looks very cool. So I think that would be my go-to clubbing top from now on, and it's so comfortable. So I think
Yeah, the crop top and the cargo pants that we had dropped for women. Poketo cargo pants.
That's the definition of, I think, street style. It's very comfortable.
So I think that's it
Yeah.
for the podcast. Thank you, Meghna, for coming.
Thank you. Till the next one.
Till the next one or till the next modeling
Yeah.
gig. Yeah.
You'll see me here very often. When are we doing the Raksha Bandhan? Next year.
The jacket, the racer jacket we can.
Yes. Please, I would like to be the first Thank you guys for calling me.
Thank you.
We had a lot of fun. Done. See you guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.